Okay. All right. Cool. So you're looking at it very carefully now, and you can see that you read it again, and it says, "Sleep well, sister dear." Is that what it said? I can't remember. Sleep well, sister dear. I have our niece now, and you can see that there's like a signature of some description at the bottom, and you can see that there's a WG written on it, and then it's very, very faint. You can't quite make it out, but it looks like MEG.
Does that mean anything to me?
Didn't she say Meg was the leader of the Wild Gang?
Oh!
Yes.
But did she tell us that was...
No. She didn't tell.
Would I know about somebody named Meg?
She wanted them down, so... Oh, God.
It was her family, wasn't it? She left.
Yes.
That's right.
Sibling.
By family, I assumed she just spent a group together.
Boy, family.
Yeah, but this is family.
Well...
Oh, given the conversation between...
I'm ready to go off to the Drunken Bugbear and get in there.
I'm just...
Well...
I guess my character can piece together what's been talked about, listening to them. And I'll just stop Ashan from rushing off and doing something stupid, getting herself killed. Because she's obviously not in an emotional situation where she could take on a whole family.
She's not alone. Don't worry. We'll try to pull her back. So, you're investing that.
We need to take them out now. This is innocent.
Not happy, child.
Still, we need to figure out how to best approach this. We can't just rush in. That's how people get killed.
Yes, you're right.
We have her body. I'm not the best to just...
So I thump my fist down on that sideboard and probably smash... No, I actually thumped my fist into that mirror.
Why don't you come over to the sofa and stroke my cat?
That's quite the indecent proposal.
You're lucky I said cat.
Yeah, your cat.
Cannot somebody disguise as her sister and see?
Yeah, so I kind of take out my sort of temper on the mirror there, and in fact, I'm feeling like she wants to start tearing things down as well.
I'm all for planning, but the child is in danger. We go now.
Look at the nose growing some balls.
Yeah, but those are the balls that are marbles. They'll break. Don't get me wrong, my friend. But
wow.
I get it. I get it. You want to
he's very strong. He's very strong when he's not actually in combat. He talks a good talk.
Well, talking is an art form in itself, but still, I get it. You want to save the kid, but how do you want to save the kid if you're dead? You need to have at least some idea what you're about to do.
You're right. You need a clear head.
Cannot somebody
know if the kid's in the bottom there?
I'll make a decision quickly. I'll give you a minute, and if you don't come up with something, I'm off. I'm just going to go out there, and I will sort it out myself.
That's good with me. I like people who are all for action. 1 minute should be more than enough. Who's going to start?
I will follow whoever and whatever we're going to do. I will follow whatever. I am a part of the party, and I will go with whoever decides what's best.
As long as you can keep your cat.
Yes, as long as I can keep my cat.
And the cat's purring.
I take a deep breath, walk through to that kitchen and gather up the arrows. And was it just the one dagger?
Yeah, it's just the one dagger.
What was else on there?
There was some soap.
There was a coal. So I'll take the soap.
I was going to say I was going to pocket a soap as well, but is it just how many bars? It's just the one.
Sorry?
How many bars of soap?
It's just the 1 bar of soap.
Okay, I'll let you take it. Okay.
It's wrapped up. It's wrapped up in a little gauze bag, and it's got a little label on it that says Blissful Bubbles Co.
Blissful Bubbles.
Blissful Bubbles, as in company. Yeah.
Okay.
Handmade by Blissful Bubbles Company.
I take the dagger and basically just tuck it. Yeah. So I've now got
I'll
two
take the
daggers.
soap if nobody else is going for it.
Yeah, I've now got 2 daggers. I've got one that I have hidden, and I just tuck this one into my belt that's around my leather armour.
Okay.
And I get
Go up to the Emperor and I just say,
let a bit of anger out again, thumping the table.
Okay. There was
don't you? Let's just go and set fire to the place and flush them out. Why are we waiting?
Oh, now you want us to burn everything. Oh, right.
in there, and the kid is all tied up, somewhere in the basement. You set fire to the house. What do you think is going to happen to the kid? Good plan,
barbecue.
Not perfect. I say we go there, we check out the place. We can still set fire to the place once we know the kid is not in there, or at least we know the kid is still alive, because given either situation, whether the kid is alive or dead, we can adjust our plan accordingly.
There might be another child at least down there if we saw yesterday evening was right.
Are they kidnapping children, by the way?
That's what I had my gamers doing this afternoon. Anyway, yeah, they're having to. There's a slave trade.
If they are, I'm
yeah.
I'm going to be mean with a suggestion, quite idea, to how to research the place. But I don't think Tal is going to like it. We're going to dress him up as a child, and we're going to let him be kidnapped. But in the meanwhile, we keep an eye on him so that we know what's going on.
Yeah.
Is that an idea?
I'm in agreement.
I just say. A couple of days now, and willy-nilly you've been more than happy to shoot fire at people, not even think about stuff, but the one moment where it actually counts, you're dithering and hesitating.
No, not hesitating.
I'm ready to. Having been held back, I'm ready to move from that table and just get out of there, and so I start walking.
You do all that work to save a child, and now you want to burn the place. So what if the child will burn as well?
To rescue her.
I don't want to have the blood on my hand. Guys, negatively about it.
You very well have blood on your hands.
Yeah, but those people were dangerous, and they killed different people. She is an innocent.
Yes, and the longer we stand here arguing about what we're going to do, the more chances that she's going to be hurt.
I'll just slap my gauntleted fist on the table to stop the conversation right there and storm after Sean, who's starting to leave the house.
Yeah.
And just go after her, and I'll just exclaim to the rest of the party, like, well, talking isn't getting us anywhere, obviously. So before someone is doing something stupid, pointing out of the house, we'll just go with plan R, which is like rush in there and see what happens next.
I think we're needing your character in Princess of the Apocalypse with poor Eliana.
Yeah.
R&R does not too bad a job at time, but we're at loggerheads.
Okay, never have done that one before, but sounds interesting. We can talk about it, like.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll just be after Sean and try to.
I'm striding away in my half-elf and stride. I'm at 6 foot. No, I'm not. I'm 5 foot.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to catch up with you. Maybe if I. Yeah,
right.
Too long legs.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm just
so
gonna...
you'll see her. You'll as you go around there, you'll see her go out the broken doors.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll call after her to stop and wait for me for the rest of the party.
I turn and look.
So we all agreed. Let's go then now and see what happens.
Okay. So where are you going? Are you going back into
Drunken Bugbear?
You're
bar.
going straight to the Drunken Bugbear.
Yeah, it's gonna be a party.
Let's take the place down.
Yes.
Alright. That's fine. So
Are you all prepared for this? You know you won't go in there if you are not prepared. We're gonna be outnumbered, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to goodness.
I am a little bit low. No, I am. I have been injured, but not too badly.
Okay. So I'll just drop a third of my 5 points and cast Lay on Hands on Ashan as well.
Okay.
So that will give you 5 points of healing.
Thank you very much. I feel much better after that. Like, as in, pretty back to normal.
So, okay, you are standing at the door of the Drunken Bugbear.
I walk in. I go straight in.
Okay.
Stop.
Right.
I'll just grab her shoulder and stop her and just like.
I try and shrug that off.
Okay.
I try and shrug that off. So, what you want us
if
to
you
do?
really wanna rush in there, maybe you wanna let me go in first. I can take more of a punch.
I'm just wanting
I'll
to drink.
just be my guest.
I mean, that's a big bar.
It is, isn't it? There's lots of tables.
And basically, reach into my pouch. Don't know how much beer is. Throw a gold coin on the counter and your best beer.
Okay. So, are you all in the bar, or is it just Ashan?
I follow. I'm in.
Have I still got the cat?
Yeah, the cat's with you. Yeah, the cat won't leave you alone. It's just it just wants cuddles all the time.
It's probably because I smell all grubby and old.
I'll stop right after the door and take a good long look around before I go any further inside, counting all the other patrons, getting a lay of the situation. Are there any additional exits, obstacles? Just trying to get some tactical assessment of the room.
Okay. All right. So if you roll perception.
Okay. Oh boy. No wonder I left the army.
yeah. Okay, so you're looking around the bar. It's quite dark in there. There's a lot of people in the bar. There's a bard over in the corner who's playing a rickety old piano, and it's quite a jaunty tune that he's playing, with the occasional off key, but it's nothing serious. And you can see that there's a barmaid moving between the tables. You can see that there's a couple of they look like dartboards, but they're kind of oversized, and they've actually got daggers sticking out of them, not darts. And you can see that there's a couple of guys. There's one in red and one in blue. They've got shields, and they're throwing daggers at the bar. They're throwing daggers at the boards. There's a couple of the targets. Thank you. They're throwing daggers at the targets. And
do they look like city guards or something like that, or more like brigands?
Well, one of the other of you might have some kind of idea, seeing as you've met Jonty, and you know that the town guard generally wear brown leather armor, and these guys one's got red and one's got blue, and they're carrying a small shields.
Okay.
So no, they're not the city guard.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm kind of totally railroading you here, aren't I? Sorry.
I've not noticed.
Never mind.
Don't worry about it.
No, so they're not city guard. So there's two throwing daggers at the targets. There's another two sitting at the bar down here. Again, one dressed in red, one dressed in blue, and on the other side of the bar as well, over there. And then obviously there's the barman that is talking to Ashan. And there's you can probably see it. There's light coming from a door here as well.
Yeah.
Goes in, drink for myself, drink, so I lay it down, fill up the tankard, drink all round, skitter a gold coin across the table.
All right. And so the barman, the barman's quite a big guy, big burly guy, and he looks you up and down, and he goes, "What are you doing here? You don't look like one of my regulars."
Oh, we seem to get ourselves chucked out of bars here and there. Thought this one was recommended as quite a good place to come. Quite angrily.
All right, okay. He said, all right, well.
Got the gold spend, might as well spend it somewhere. If you want it.
I make a good living in here.
Where's Colton at the moment? Where did you go? Did you join Sean at the bar, or
I'm at the bar as well.
Okay, I'll just stick close to you, and I'll just toss 3 gold at the bar and order a big mug of ale, the strongest they have.
Okay.
I don't really care if it costs any more or any less. And as he hands me the mug, I'll just try to grab the bartender's arm and pull him close, and I'll turn to Colton and say, "Now's a chance to ask questions before the bloodshed starts."
An idea. Give me 2 moments.
Is everybody in?
Yeah, everybody's gone in, I think.
Oh, can I come in then?
Yeah, you can come in.
Okay.
Still standing outside, stroke. Check.
I was gonna say, I just go over to the fireplace, see a nice comfy chair, to let the cat sit on my lap, and I'm gonna
that's
just
fine.
be inconspicuous. You know?
I don't know these guys.
Okay, so the guys over here, sitting by the bar, they are both staring at you all very intently, and one leans over and kind of whispers something to the other, and the other kind of snickers.
Can I make out what they're whispering, or are they too far away?
You can try perception then. Go on.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. No, you can't hear at all what they're saying. It's just like that.
Seems fair. Well, Colton.
Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to reach across, and I'm going to do a spell, and I'm going to do...
Oh dear.
It's Crank hiding in a big chair.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
Pretend you're a bar stool.
And I'm going to... I'm going to try and make it sound like behind the bar there's like a commotion coming.
Right.
So it sounds like either pots are rattling or there's some kind of scuffle has broken out behind the doors behind the bar.
Okay, so a deception check for me, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Right. Okay.
That's a first.
Right.
Ah. So, well done.
These guys over here, this one here is going to make a intelligence check. So what's your spell save DC?
What's that? 8 plus 2. So it's only 10 then.
Well,
Alright,
10's
okay.
not bad.
Okie dokie. Nah, it's 24. Okay. So, this guy, he made the investigation check against you, and he gets up, and he saunters across to you, and this guy gets up and follows him, and then these two look around and see what's going on, and they start looking at you very intently, and he looks down at you and he goes, "What's going on here then?
Just trying to get a drink.
Really? You think you can get a drink by casting spells?"
Haven't cast any spells. What
Did
do
I
you think
manage to
do I look like a spellcaster to you?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to this little short thing here. And he points at...
Who are you calling a short thing? What are they? Are they humans or what?
Oh, yes, they're humans.
Did I manage to get the bartender's arm? If so, I'll let go and just take 2-3 steps back so that I have enough room to draw my sword if need be.
Okay.
But I'll just wait for now.
Okay. And,
Sorry, are you talking to me, dumbass?
he's like, yeah, I'm talking to you.
I don't converse with scum, I'm afraid.
Who are you calling scum?
Oh boy, here we go.
What the hell do you think you're doing? And he,
He's trying to get himself killed.
he draws his, okay, so he draws his, longsword, and, he puts it to your throat, Colton. And he says,
I'll say, I'm going to say this once, and only once. Tell Meg she's got some visitors, and I expect her to bring Daisy with her. Okay.
Roll intimidation, please.
Sorry, guys.
That's your head.
Okay.
Intimidation.
Intimidation, yes, please. 13. Right, okay. Alright. So he kind of looks at you, and he kind of wavers a little bit, and he's like... And then his kind of resolve comes back, and he goes, "No. Nuh-uh. No, I'm sorry. You ain't getting anywhere near Meg." And the other two come up to the bar as well, and they're kind of looking at you menacingly. And then the two that are playing daggers at the other end of the bar, they also turn round. And they kind of come over to you as well, and you are well and truly surrounded. Oops, sorry, moving.
When the two from the other side of the bar, when they start moving, I'll draw my sword, and I'll put my sword on Colton's shoulder, not directed at him, but quasi above his shoulder against the guy standing in front of him, so that he's basically my human meat shield. And I'm just like, that wasn't the smartest of plans, but I guess it's on, bitches.
Okay. Alright. So...
I gave you a chance. This is all on you now.
And okay, so the barman basically comes and leaps over the table, the bar. He leaps really agilely over the bar, and he comes and he stands and he says, "Look," he says, "this is my bar." He says,
"Sorry.
What the hell?" He says, "There's not going to be any bloodshed in my bar, because I'll tell you what, I will go and get the guys downstairs, and you do not stand a chance."
Me against one of them?
Huh?
I really don't give a
Oh, we didn't hear that. We just bleeped
I think we all got the idea what he was saying.
Absolutely.
Really quite simple. All I want is the child, and we'll be on our way. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't care what you do in the city. I don't care whether or not you wish to take as much gold as you can. That means nothing. I saved that child. I promised I'd protect her. And the simple fact is, you are now standing in my way of doing that.
What he said, for starters.
Okay, intimidation check again, please.
From you as well?
Yeah, both of you might as well.
Okay.
Okay, right. And the barman's like looking at the dwarf, and he's like, "Yeah, whatever." And he looks at Colton actually, and he's kind of like, "You're a feisty little thing, aren't you?" And he says, "I'll be." He says, "I'll be quite honest with you." He says, "I don't know what the heck you're talking about."
It's quite simple. There's an illegal entrance here where lots of these halfling gang people live. They have someone in charge called Meg, and they have got a child. Come up there now.
And he says to you, he says, right, he says, you've obviously been talking to various people in this town. I can assure you that there is no such entrance, as you say. I don't know what the hell you mean, and if you don't get out of my bar in 5 minutes, then you are going to regret it. And the other guys kind of all around you, they move in a little bit closer, and
I'll just need 2 minutes. 2 questions. Is Mel here? Meg, whatever.
Why?
Are you spitting at me?
The cat's tail!
and okay, wait. Yeah, he is. He kind of looks at you, and then he kind of turns and he spits on the floor. And
Okay, second question. Why don't you let me talk to him? Obviously, he or she is the head of things around here, and you're. I'd like to talk to the person in charge. Since this little dance has gone on for long enough right here now, so if you say there's nothing to hide here, then there won't be any trouble if we talk to Meg and see that there is actually no child, and she'll be happy to show us around, won't she? Since she's obviously an upstanding citizen.
Okay, and he looks at his mate, and he looks back at you, and he shakes his head, and he goes, "Who the hell told you that Meg was the leader?"
I never said anybody told me that. It was just what I surmised by the way you kept talking about getting other people from downstairs and trying to intimidate us with what might not happen to us. So maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but it's all circling down onto Meg, so that's who I want to talk about. Who I want to talk to.
Okay, and he says, well, first of all, he says, we're not the ones intimidating you. You're the ones who've been trying to intimidate us. And I'm not going to go and get Meg at all, because you, and he kind of looks at you all, and he looks at you with contempt. He said, you are just small fry. He says, Meg wouldn't even deign to spit on you if you were on fire.
Oh, that's kind of nice. Well, I guess we're done here, and I'll try to wiggle through the people. And
Reach through as well.
whilst I'm passing the Andra, I'm like, yeah. So this guy seems to like fire. That kind of was your thing, right?
Oh yes, I can definitely arrange something. How does he want it? Black? A little bit red? all cooked?
I would just like to kind of give the idea of trying to set the liquor behind the bar on fire, something like that, something that would catch around the bar.
Fine, I can do that.
I'm saying, well, I'm out of here. This is I'm not going to be out of here, but I kind of sort of shrug the gold, and I want to just disengage through off.
I look at the barrels behind the bar. If none of you want to talk to anybody, give information. I'm gonna set this place on fire, and nobody is gonna stop me. So, who wants to talk? Or burn?
Okay, and every single one of them pulls out their long swords. And if you'd like to all roll initiative, please.